In this topic video, we're going to be going through rational and irrational numbers. We're going to start off with rational numbers. Let's jump straight into this. So rational numbers are defined as a number that can be written as a fraction. Now this includes most of the numbers that we deal with. So looking at integers, we can express 7 as a fraction by writing it as 7 over 1. Or we can write that as 14 over 2. Another example could be minus 10. We could write minus 10 as minus 10 over 1. Or minus 20 over 2. So any integer or whole number can be expressed as a fraction, meaning it's a rational number. But what about decimals? Well, a decimal that terminates such as 0.135, for example, we could write that as a fraction. We can write it as 135 over 100 or 270 over 200. I've just times the top and bottom by 2. So any decimal that terminates, we know we can write as a fraction. But what about a decimal that does not end, a recurring decimal? A popular one that we all know is 0.333 and it goes on forever. But we can denote this as 0.3 with a dot on top, and that dot represents it being recurring. It goes on forever. So we know this is equal to a third, and we know 0.6 recurring would be equal to 2/3. We could have another pattern such as 0.125, and the 125 is recurring. So this would go on forever, saying 125, 125, 125, and so on. As long as it follows a pattern, then we can express it as a fraction. So we've pretty much covered all numbers that we deal with. We've got integers, we've got decimals, we've got recurring numbers. So what would an irrational number be then? This number cannot be written as a fraction. They are never-ending, non-repeating decimals. A few examples of these are pi, e, and root 2. All of these numbers do not follow any type of pattern. They do go on forever, but they just don't follow a pattern. So as we can see, not many numbers are irrational. But a rule to note with surds is that if a surd cannot be simplified, then it's irrational. By a surd, all we mean is a square root of any number. Square root of 4 we can simplify down to 2. 2 is an integer, therefore it's rational. But square root of 2 we cannot simplify. And because we can't simplify it down to a whole number, it automatically makes it irrational. That's it for this video. We also teach other topics, and for this topic in particular, we have loads of questions which you can find at the end of this video.